Oskaloosa Indians football action is on the air, live on KMZN,
and all over the world at RadioKMZN.com and the smartphone app.
Brought to you by Craig Ford, Robert Auld Investments, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Mahaska, Lighton State Bank, Pella Printing, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Edward Jones Investments, Mahaska Drug, Hawkeye Real Estate, Fred's Muffler Shop, Kelly Style Insurance, Quincy Place Mall, Malcolm Lumber, Clow Valve Company, Bank Iowa, and the Rock Island Tap.
And now, with the pregame show, here's Joe Lancello.
"24 hours ago, the forecasters said we were going to be playing in a thunderstorm, but tonight in Pella, the only moisture the fans are going to be dealing with is sweat, as it's partly cloudy and muggy for tonight's high school football opener between the Oskaloosa Indians and the Pella Christian Eagles. Good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Lancello. Thanks for joining us here on the No Coast Network and KMZN. This should be an excellent matchup. Oskaloosa coming in to the season off a 6-4 record 1 year ago, and a spot in the playoffs. Pella Christian likewise got into the playoffs. They are a Class 1A school, and they made it all the way to the Class 1A semifinals before losing to Iowa City Regina 37-35. And they've got quite a few players back from that team, including Noah Trimer, who rushed for nearly 1,500 yards 1 year ago. Nathan DeBryan, their kicker, 63 out of 69 last season, and also 5 of 8 as a field goal kicker. Oskaloosa will be without their kicker, Aaron Blom, the first-team Des Moines Register All-Iowa kicker. Aaron, a junior, is ineligible for tonight's game. He will be available for the Indians' home opener, which will be a week from tonight against Washington at Lacey Recreation Complex. We're looking forward to a good game, and we'll get the thoughts of Oskaloosa coach Jake Jenkins when we return in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Indians football on the No Coast Network.
Hello, my name is Craig Ford, and just over a year ago, I purchased the Ford dealership in Oskaloosa. We changed the name to Craig Ford, and we got to work making it better. In our first year, we have increased our sales by over 100%. We believe in both big discounts and exceptional service. Not just when you buy a vehicle, but the entire time you own your vehicle. Craig Ford is a great place to buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
This is the Pepsi for serious fans. And serious eats. Oh yeah, like Carolina pulled pork, carnitas, or Alberto's al pastor. Nice, Beto. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
Welcome back to our pregame show. The Oskaloosa Indians starting 2018 on the road at Pella Christian. Jake Jenkins, the coach of the Indians, joins me now. And 3 weeks practice. How do the guys look?
Well, it kind of looks like we haven't played a live game yet. We have some talent, and we have some guys that are very excited to be out on the field, but we need to strap it up, pad it up underneath Friday Night Lights and really see what these guys can do. That's what we need.
I know it's usually after on the second weekend, you've got a jamboree or some kind of a scrimmage with somebody else. And you guys didn't have that, so you're probably overdue for wanting to just hit somebody else.
Yeah, you kind of get sick of looking at each other. They're really kind of like brothers out there. Sometimes tempers get flaring and stuff, and you kind of you want to go against somebody else. And so they're excited to get after somebody else and to play for real.
What have you seen so far that you like?
I like the senior leadership. I really do. It's a relatively quiet group. I like the captains that the team selected. I like the leadership. I like the steps that we're taking. Our tempo in practice, we've changed things up. We've done different conditioning. We've really switched things up, and we've pushed them pretty hard this preseason, and I like how they've responded.
I got my own views from watching practice and the inter-squad, the old shoe scrimmage last week. Casey Hill at running back, he's also one of your captains. I tell you, that fella can really move.
Yeah, he can, and you saw some of the runs tonight at practice. He's really grown a lot in the last 3 years, but he's put in the time in the weight room. He's worked really hard. He runs. He's in shape. He's a good leader, and so I like the way that he's finishing things. And he's playing like he's a senior, like he's really motivated and really driven to have a good year.
And Cole Henry will be a quarterback, 6'9", so he'll stand out in a crowd.
Yes.
But he's not exactly statuesque. He can move.
Yeah, he can. He's faster than he was last year, and he's growing into his body. And you guys know he's a phenomenal basketball player, and so that coordination has really come with that 6'9" frame. He's a very athletic 6'9" guy, and so I'm excited to have him back there. And under the pressure, he handles the pressure well, and he's poised, and he makes good decisions, and he's coachable. He's pretty much everything you look for in a quarterback. So we're excited for him to get his touch and to keep throwing those strikes. And tonight, he was throwing the ball better tonight. I was excited to see that.
Talk a little bit about the defense. I know you've got a lot of guys that seem pretty versatile along the front four, the front eight.
Absolutely. I like defense. I like flying around. So I just really enjoy it. So with our guys, we do a lot of different things. We throw some different fronts at them, and we sub quite a bit, and we show different coverages. I just like the movement. I like to adapt to whatever formation they throw at you and playing tendencies. So I like the mixture with defense of breaking down film and playing to the tendencies, and then just the brutal toughness that it comes with it. So I just like that side of the ball. I've always kind of gravitated toward it. So I'm excited to see what these guys can do. A lot of them have been waiting a long time to be a starter.
Now Pella Christian tonight is the opponent. Some people would look at Class 3A against 1A and say mismatch, but on the other hand, Pella Christian was in the semifinals of Class 1A and was only about 3 points away from getting into the championship game.
That's correct. And if you look at class sizes, you can kind of get caught up in the mix a little bit. I don't. I know class size doesn't matter at all. I look more to numbers. And if you count numbers, 10 through 12 on the roster, they're bigger than us. So when you want to say who's a bigger squad, who's a bigger team, Pella Christian. That's just the way that it is. They have more guys out 10 through 12 than we do. So it's a very, very good matchup. When you talk about, they have athletes, they have a lot of athletes. They have coaches, they have a lot of coaches. They have community support, they have a lot of community support. And then you look at the Indians, we have the exact same thing. We have coaches coaching their tails off, kids playing really hard. We have some athletes, and we got great community support. So more than anything, I'm just excited that two football teams are coming together to strap it up. I think it's going to be good Iowa high school football, and I look forward to it a lot.
What are the things that they do that'll have you concerned?
Well, they have some key players. They have a good receiver, big tall kid. He's about 6'6", 6'7". He's a good basketball player too. And they have Trimer. He's a good running back. He was a standout last year, and he also plays middle linebacker. He closes really well. He makes good reads. He's got good feet. He doesn't go down. He's a guy you can't arm tackle. If you try to arm tackle, he's going to break tackles. He's going to score. So that, along with some guys that they have on the line of scrimmage, on offensive line, defensive line, they lost some, but they replaced them with some guys who've been waiting their turn and guys that are quality players. So, they have their standouts, but as a whole, they're solid. They're a really solid team.
What will be the important things tonight?
Well, I always talk about 22 guys run out on a football field and start making mistakes. The team that makes the least amount of mistakes is usually the team that comes out on top. So we need to overcome adversity. I think the team that responds the best and just fights through those mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, but you got to fix them and you got to move forward. So the team that responds to the adversity the best, and the team that plays harder is the team that's going to come out on top.
All right, we look forward to it. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
That's Jake Jenkins, coach of the Oskaloosa Indians. We'll come back with the starting lineups when we return in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Indians football on the No Coast Network.
Lighton State Bank understands that everyone's financial needs and goals are different. That's why it's essential for you to bank with a local bank that knows you personally and professionally. Lighton State Bank is that bank. They understand your financial situation and work diligently to help you reach your financial goals. They're committed to working with you and for you every step of the way. Lighton State Bank, serving you from Lighton, Pella, and Monroe. Grow strong with us, member FDIC.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Amber Coffey.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Austin Norris. If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," we need to talk. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Stop by my office, 1205 A Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
You're listening to Oskaloosa High School football on the No Coast Network, KMZN, AM and FM in Oskaloosa. I'm Joe Lancello. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. Pella Christian has won the coin toss, but they've elected to defer. And so it'll be Oskaloosa receiving the opening kickoff as we start the 2018 high school football season. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight. First of all, for Oskaloosa, Cole Henry will be the quarterback, a 6'9", 203-pound senior. Completed 28 of 57 passes for 322 yards and 3 touchdowns last season with 2 interceptions. Casey Hill will be the tailback. He ran for 585 yards last season. Casey's a 6'1", 185-pound senior. The 2 wide receivers will be Dylan Van Leuven, a 6'1", 187-pound senior, and Isaac Schultz, a 6'1", 160-pound senior. The slot backs on the inside, Nick Dykstra, a 6', 185-pound senior, and Tyler Miller, a 5'9", 162-pound junior. The offensive line for Oski, Hunter Else will be the center, 6'1", 203, a senior. The guards, Alex Labrecht, 6', 200, a senior, and Riley Miller, 5'11", 236, a senior. And the tackles, Colton Butler, a 6'3", 208 junior, and Tucker Irwin, 6'7", 295 pounds, and he is a senior. Nathan DeBruin, a senior, will be kicking off for Pella Christian. They'll be kicking from right to left. Pella Christian in maroon shirts with old gold numbers trimmed in white, old gold pants, old gold helmet with a PC in maroon. The approach by DeBryan, and we are underway for the 2018 high school football season. Tyler Miller, 3-yard line, cuts left, now cuts to the middle, up the hash mark, 30, 35 to about the 38-yard line. Oski coach Jake Jenkins using the term that Tyler Miller is electric, and he showed a bit of that right there with a 35-yard kickoff return. And Oski with good field position, 1st down and 10, and they will start at their own 38-yard line. We'll run down the Pella Christian defense when we get a moment. They will line up in a 3-4 set with 4 in the secondary. Schultz and Miller line up wide to the right. Van Leuven and Dykstra wide left. Out of the shotgun, here's give around the right side. And a pickup of just a couple of yards for Casey Hill. Call it a 2-yard gain, make it 2nd down and 8. Pella Christian on defense, a 3-4 set. The most tackle is Moises Carballo, a 5'4", 165-pound senior. He may seem like a speed bump, but he's had 5 sacks last season. 2 receivers wide to either side. Hill at the left hip of Henry. Miller comes in motion toward the middle. A give for Hill over the right side and bursting forward across the 45 to about the 46 as he was tripped up. So that'll set up 3rd down and short for Oski. Gain of 5 to the 45 brings up 3rd down and 3. The defensive tackles for Pella Christian: Josh Atkinson, a 6'3" senior. Kobe Van Houweling, a 5'11" senior. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Schultz lined up on the right. Henry out of the pistol with Hill to his left. Long count, give for Hill, up the gut, moving forward, and I believe he got the 1st down. He was bear hugged down by Josh Atkinson. And they will mark it on the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 Oski, first down of the season for the Indians. Three receivers to the right again. Ball on the near hash as Oski go from left to right on the traveling white. Maroon numbers. White pants with the silver stripe down each side with Indians. Henry to throw. Pass caught. Nice catch by Hill. 40-yard line and getting to across the 30-yard line into Pella Christian territory. So the Indians' first pass play of the season is a completion. They will mark the ball down to the 30-yard line for a pickup of 20. Three receivers right. And now Hill, who had been lined up in a slot on the, or a wing on the right side, now moves up to a wing on the left side. So an empty backfield behind Henry. Miller comes in motion to the near side, takes a handoff and a jet sweep, is hit in the backfield, stumbles forward. We got a penalty flag at the end of the play. The gain was to the 29-yard line for Tyler Miller. But let's see what the penalty is. And they pick up the flag and say, never mind. Call that a gain of 1 for Tyler Miller on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Indians. Ball on the far hash. 2nd and 9 at the Pella Christian 29. Just underway here, first drive of the ball game. Indians players looking at the sideline to check on the play call. 1 receiver left. 3 to the far side. Henry to throw is hit and sacked. Moises Carballo, the nose tackle came in with the hit. And Henry will be sacked back at the 38-yard line for a loss of 9. That'll be set up 3rd down and 18 for the Indians. Carballo had 5 sacks a year ago. And continuing with that, outside linebackers for Pella Christian, Max Weichert and Ryan Vanderhaar. Jace Amos and Noah Triner are the inside linebackers. 3rd and 18. Henry to throw with time, dumps over the middle, caught by Tyler Miller, but he is brought down right away by Noah Triner. Just a short gain to about the 35-yard line. Pickup of 3. That sets up 4th and 15. And the Indians line up in punt formation with Nick Dykstra at a kick. 3 men in front of the punter as protectors, so there's a possible fake there. No, snap goes back to Dykstra, and he gets it away. It is high and over the head of the return man into the end zone for a touchback. 35-yard punt, just 15 yards of field position. And Pella Christian will get their first offensive series of the 2018 season, with 8:16 to go in the opening quarter in a scoreless game. Pella Christian's offense, Daniel Jungling is the quarterback, a junior, 5'9", 160. Threw for 178 yards and a couple of touchdowns last season. He also ran for a couple of scores. Noah Trimer, the fullback, 1,466 yards rushing and 18 touchdowns last year. He also caught 22 passes for 7 touchdowns. squadron left rather. 3 receivers left. 2 to the right, and an empty backfield behind Jungling on 1st and 10. Quick out, bubble screen on the near side. Caught by Trimer. Gets past one man, and he's brought down near the 25-yard line. They threw it out where they had the 3 receivers set up, and that was set up just like a perfect bubble screen. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 at the Pella Christian 24. 1 receiver to the left, 3 to the right. 1 setback behind Jungling, who drops back to throw. Throws long over the middle. Pass is caught at the 40-yard line. Trying to get around to the near side, but can't to the 42-yard line. It's Cade Snakenberg with the tackle. And the pass caught by Bryant Agri, a 6'2", 165-pound junior. Gain to the 42-yard line, pickup of 18. And Pella Christian with their first down of the game. 2 receivers wide to either side. Chase Amos is the setback. Jungling now taking the snap, rolling to his right, and he's going to keep running across midfield. First down, more 45-40, and brought down just short of the 30-yard line in Oskaloosa territory. Jungling just kept the ball on an option to the right side, and nobody picked him up. 26 yards on that carry. Back-to-back first downs for Pella Christian. 2 receivers wide to either side. Jungling with a look over to the near sideline. They get the play, and now still out of the shotgun. Jungling to throw with time. Over the middle, pass is caught and dropped by Jaden Heisman, a 6'6", 200-pound senior who caught 14 passes a year ago. Incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10 for Pella Christian. Jaden Heisman, Nathan DeBryan, Kyle Feinhardt, and Kean Cadwell are the 4 receivers for Pella Christian. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles at the Oskaloosa 32-yard line. Scoreless first quarter. 6:44 to play. Indians showing blitz. Give for Trimer over the right side, bursting through across the 20, and he's got a first down. Trimer with some good speed. Got to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 13. And the 3rd first down for Pella Christian on this drive, as they're now in the red zone. 1 receiver right, 3 to the left. Trimer the setback behind Jungling, who's in the pistol. Jungling again with time. Now he's going to carry the football again around the corner into their side. 15-10, makes a move, hit at the 5 and stopped at the 5. But that will be first down and goal for Pella Christian. And Jungling seems to be doing a pretty good job on the option. When he decides to keep the football, nobody else seems to be able to get away from him. 1st and goal. Pella Christian at the Oskaloosa 5-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. High formation, whistles, and a penalty flag. And this is going to go against Pella Christian. The initial sign was illegal procedure. First penalty of the ball game. They'll make it 1st and goal from the 10. Reminds me, our officials, Jesse Grody, the referee, Tom Severson, the umpire, Eric Hink, the linesman, Dax Wiedemeyer, the line judge, and Grant Mandernack, the back judge. 1st and goal, Pella Christian from the Oskaloosa 10. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Trimer behind Jungling. Indians fake blitz. Jungling lobs to the near side. Pass is in and out of the hands of a Pella Christian receiver. On the coverage was Cade Snakenberg. And Noah Cooper was the intended receiver. Second and goal from the 10. Hurry up offense. 5:29 to go in the opening quarter. Trimer moves now to the left hip of Jungling in a give. And they fake a give, and Jungling keeping the football. Broke one tackle at the 5 and got to about the 3. Jungling will pick up 7 to the 3-yard line. He was hit by Zion Mamoun, a 5'8", 136-pound senior, the Brave, or the strong safety as he is, strong safety or the Brave as he is known in the Oskaloosa terminology. Third and goal, Pella Christian from the 3. And Pella Christian will take a timeout. 4:57 to go in the quarter. Pella Christian nothing, Oskaloosa nothing. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
Pella Christian knocking on the door there at third and goal at the Oskaloosa 3-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Jungling throws quick pass on the flat, caught by Trimer, and he'll run in for the end zone. Touchdown, Pella Christian. So the drive started with a pass to Trimer, and it concludes with one, a 3-yard touchdown pass. And Pella Christian in front by a score of 6-0 with 4:52 to go in the opening quarter. Nine-play, 80-yard drive. Took 3:24. And now we apparently have a penalty. Now, wait a minute. Okay, that takes the points off the board. Never mind. So I take that back. It's third and goal. The penalty moves the ball back to the 16-yard line of Oskaloosa. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Ball in the far hash as Pella Christian go from right to left. I did not see a sign from the official on what the penalty was. Jungling to throw, under pressure, sacked! At the 19-yard line, linebacker Cole Kraber, a 6', 176-pound senior, brings down Jungling, and that'll set up 4th down. Loss of 3 to the 19-yard line, but a big play for the Indians defense, and it shows just how much penalties hurt. Instead of having a 6-0 lead, now they're looking to go for 3. Nathan DeBryan was 5 of 8 as a field goal kicker last year. His longest was 34 yards. This one is going to be from 37. It is up, it is away, and it is good. From 37 yards, Nathan DeBryan makes it 3-0 in favor of Pella Christian. We'll come back for the kickoff in 1 minute on the No Coast Network.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa today.
Nathan DeBryan, who just kicked a field goal, now with the kickoff, it's a squib kickoff. It's going to take a hop over an Oskaloosa player, and Isaac Schultz will fall down on it on the 14-yard line. No return. That's one way to try to deal with Tyler Miller's speed, is just kick the ball on the ground and hope you get a good bounce. Indians will take over with 4:01 to go in the quarter, trailing 3-0. Would turn out to be a 10-play, 61-yard drive that took 4:13 off the clock. A big penalty took a touchdown away from Pella Christian, then a sack by Kraber knocked it back to a field goal shot on a 37-yarder by Nathan DeBryan. Eagles take over at their own 15, 1st and 10. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Schultz came in motion. It'll be Henry keeping the football. And I think just lost a couple of yards before he could really get going. Check that. That was actually Tyler Miller who was under center. Henry is lined up as a receiver wide to the right side. He had played some receiver last season, you'll remember, for the Indians. Miller is under center, under the gun. Now they'll switch some things around. Henry will now move under center under the gun. 2 receivers wide to either side on 2nd and 12 from the 13-yard line. And a whistle. And looks like the play clock ran out. So the Indians' first penalty of the 2018 season comes at a bad time. That'll make it 2nd and 17 from their own 8-yard line. Indians going the wrong way. Miller from the gun. Or check that, Henry from the gun. Had time, now had to run, throw, picked off by Treimer, and he'll waltz into the end zone for a Pella Christian touchdown. Noah Treimer picked that off at about the 15-yard line, and there was nobody to stop him. And it's now 9-0 in favor of Pella Christian with 3:12 to go in the quarter. Pass was in the flat to the far side. And again, Treimer, the linebacker, had dropped back in coverage, had the intercept and a touchdown. DeBryan on for the extra point. Lawson Bruxert will hold. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. 3:12 to go in the opening quarter. It's Pella Christian 10 and Oskaloosa nothing. We'll have the kickoff in 1 minute on the No Coast Network.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
Hello everyone, this is Tyler Van Welden from Malcolm Lumber in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is your DIY headquarters and we would love to help you with any projects you want to tackle. Bring us your plans, let our staff help you. We will get you the right materials, the correct tools, and the support you need to make that project come out perfect. And now we have a full-time designer for that new kitchen and bath. Stop in and say hello at any of our 3 store locations or call to make an appointment.
Noah Treimer thought he had run for a touchdown a few moments ago, but a penalty knocked that out. But on the defensive side, Treimer with an interception that he returns 15 yards for a score, and now Pella Christian very quickly with a 10-0 lead with 3:12 to go in the opening quarter. Nathan DeBryan to kick it off. Tyler Miller and Casey Hill deep to receive for the Indians. Again, squib kickoff toward the near side will be fielded at the 30-yard line and then brought down right away is Zayun Mamoun. Second time Pella Christian has tried a kickoff angled toward the near sideline, and basically hoping that if they get a good bounce, they'll take it. But they don't want the ball in Tyler Miller's hands. That would seem to be the obvious thing. 3:09 to go in the quarter. Indians will start 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Ball in the near hash as the Indians go from left to right in the traveling white. Henry from the gun, big hole for Hill, broke a tackle, the 40, to the 50, foot race, 40, and brought down from behind near the 30-yard line of Pella Christian. Casey Hill running like Casey Jones's locomotive. As he turned on the Jets on a give to the right side, they will mark him down at the 33-yard line of Pella Christian. 36 yards on the play and an Oski first down. Give up the middle for Hill. This time he only gets about a yard. Want to mention the keys to the game brought to you by Craig Ford. The main key that Coach Jake Jenkins talked about was trying to neutralize Pella Christian's speed. And speed may be the key thing for Oski as well. Henry back to throw on second down, under pressure, gets away from one man, tried to break a tackle, did break a tackle, 30-yard line, and hit to the 25. Josh Amos, the linebacker, brought him down. As Pella Christian thought they'd had Cole Henry not once but twice, and he gains it to the 25-yard line of the Eagles. Sets up 3rd down and 2. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Oski down 10-0, looking to get on the scoreboard. And a give on a counter for Miller over the right side. Breaks the tackle, 15-10-5, touchdown. Tyler Miller breaking a tackle and showing his quickness. And the Indians are on the board. They cut the gap to 10-6 with 1:44 to go in the quarter. A 4-play, 69-yard drive that took just a minute 25. Aaron Blom not available. It'll be Cole Henry to kick the extra point with Cole Kraber to hold. Snap comes in on a bounce. The kick is up and away, and it's good. Minute 44 to go in the quarter. It's Pella Christian 10, Oski 7. We'll have the kickoff in 1 minute on the No Coast Network.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. Just a source of life. We have fun with it. Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
My old man never changes. Same old truck, same old pair of boots, same light beer in the same old koozie. Still loves Mom's pancakes. Then again, who doesn't? Dad sticks with what works. Like how we stuck with Bank Iowa all these years. Their service and rates help keep the farm going strong, and people who care like they do never go out of style. At Bank Iowa, we have a long history of serving the farmers who help Iowa grow. Visit us at bankiowa.bank or your local Bank Iowa location. Member FDIC.
In this first quarter, we've seen how little things can mean a lot. Cole Henry breaking a couple of tackles to avoid a sack and running for an 8-yard gain. And now the following play, Tyler Miller runs for a 25-yard touchdown. Earlier, a Pella Christian penalty wiped out a touchdown for them, and they wound up having to settle for a field goal. It'll be Cole Henry to kick it off. He's a left-footed kicker. Kyle Farnhart is the deep receiver, and he will field it at the 4-yard line. Up the gut, 20, 25, breaking through the hole. Just one man to beat. Farnhart to the far side, 40, 30. He'll run all the way home. Touchdown, Pella Christian. Kyle Farnhart showed the fine art of how to return a kickoff. A great burst of speed. And he took it all the way. And Pella Christian back up to a 16-7 lead with the extra point to come. "96 yards on the kickoff return. Kyle Farnhart averaged 16 yards on the kickoff returns last season. And the 5'10", 150-pound senior outdoes that with his first return of the season. DeBryan for the extra point. Kick is up and away, and good. Minute 32 to go in the opening quarter, a wild one. Pella Christian 17, Oskaloosa 7, the kickoff in 1 minute on the No Coast Network.
Let's get ready for some football! This is Wade Davidson, owner of the Rock Island Tap. We want you to come on down to the Tap starting Sunday, September 9th and watch your favorite NFL teams. We will be hosting NFL Sunday Ticket every Sunday from 11 to 11, and you can watch up to 5 games throughout the Tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We will have $6 Bloody Marys with a 6-ounce beer back, along with pizzas and other snacks. Don't forget NFL Sunday Ticket here at the Rock Island Tap.
Hello, my name is Craig Ford, and just over a year ago, I purchased the Ford dealership in Oskaloosa. We changed the name to Craig Ford, and we got to work making it better. In our first year, we have increased our sales by over 100%. We believe in both big discounts and exceptional service. Not just when you buy a vehicle, but the entire time you own your vehicle. Craig Ford is a great place to buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle.
We got a wild one here within the last 2.5 minutes. We've had 4 scores. 17-7. Pella Christian in the lead, and it will be the Eagles to kick off once they get all 11 guys on the field. One player hustling on to get to his place on the far side as Nathan DeBruyne looks to kick it off. And again, a line drive kick, and this one will get out of bounds around the 10-yard line. And Pella Christian figuring, well, we'll take that. They'll let Oski start at their own 35-yard line as opposed to letting Tyler Miller handle the ball, and maybe something like we just saw a second ago, but this time it was Pella Christian's Feinhardt who ran 96 yards for a touchdown on a kickoff return. Schultz and Miller wide to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Miller coming in motion out to the near side. They fake the jet sweep and give to Hill. And following his blockers over the right side between center and right guard, he'll pick up 2, maybe 3 yards. To finish with the Pella Christian defense, the 4 in the secondary, Nathan DeBryan and Kyle Feinhardt are at the corners. The safeties are Tanner Randall and Noah Cooper. He'll gain 3 to the 38. 2nd and 7. Henry quick out on the far side. Passes caught. And the receiver trying to get away from linebacker Jace Amos, but couldn't quite pull it off. And that was Tyler Miller with the catch. And they'll mark it as a 1-yard gain to the 39-yard line. So Indians looking at 3rd down and 6 at their own 39. Ball on the far hash. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Henry from the pistol. With time, pressure coming, dumps it off on a screen. Near side for Hill, 40-yard line, 45, and tackled at midfield. Josh Atkinson, the defensive end, on the stop. And a well-executed screenplay by the Indians. as Hill picks up 11 to the 50-yard line. 24 seconds go in the quarter, probably the final play of this first quarter. Two receivers right, give for Hill, up the gut, and just back to the line of scrimmage. And clock running down 7 seconds. I don't think the Indians' hurry-up offense is going to be this fast. 2-1. That is the end of the first quarter. With our score, Pella Christian 17 and Oskaloosa 7. We'll return to Pella for the second quarter in 1 minute on the No Coast Network.
There's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
Second quarter underway, or just about to get underway here, as the Indians now go from right to left in the traveling white with maroon. Pella Christian leading Oskaloosa 17-7 as we start the second quarter. Indians looking at 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line. Henry from the gun, play fake, rolling right, dumps it off and overthrew Nick Dykstra on the far side. On the coverage was safety Tanner Randall. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 at the 50-yard line. In case you just joined us, Pella Christian started the scoring on a 37-yard field goal by DeBryan. Then Trimer with an interception that he returned 15 yards for a score, and Pella Christian was up 10-0. Indians came back on a Tyler Miller 25-yard touchdown run, and then on the ensuing kickoff, Kyle Fonhart of Pella Christian ran it back 96 yards for a score, and that's where we are now, 17-7, Pella Christian in the lead. 3rd and 10 from the 50. Cole Henry to throw with time, rolling to his left. Henry is going to keep it. 45, first down, 40, and gets out of bounds through the 35. Nice job of scrambling by the senior Cole Henry. Showing the quickness that he will use on the basketball court and has to such good effect that he was offered a scholarship at Northern Iowa, which he accepted last week. 15-yard gain for Cole, 1st and 10 Indians to the Pella Christian 35. Ball on the near hash, receiver wide left. Wing on the right side, one man on the backfield, 2 receivers right. Henry long count. Give for Hill, and he'll pick up 4 just up the hash mark on this near side. Pick up a 4 to the 31, 2nd down and 6 for the Indians. Two receivers right, one to the left. Now Hill will come out in a slot far side, makes himself open for a pass. They throw it long to the far side, and it's caught near the 10-yard line. Tyler Miller with a catch. He was well defended by Tanner Randall. But the playmaking ability of Tyler Miller coming to the 4 there, and the Indians have 1st and goal. They'll mark the ball on the 10-yard line for a pickup of 21. Indians trying to cut into a 17-7 gap. Minute plus into the second quarter. Henry gives for Hill over the right side, trying to force his way around the outside, and he'll pick up a couple. Second and goal, Oski from the Pella Christian 8. Indians' home opener will be a week from tonight when Washington comes to the Lacey Recreation Complex. Varsity game kicks off at 7:30. Our coverage here on the No Coast Network will start at 7:15. Two receivers wide left. Teicher is a wing on the left side. One receiver wide right. Hill in the backfield at the left hip of quarterback Cole Henry. And a give for Hill, bursting over the middle into the end zone. Touchdown for Oski and Casey Hill. Casey Hill with his first touchdown of the 2018 season, and Oski has cut the gap to 17-13 with 10:04 to go in the first half. Henry with the extra point, Cole Kraber to hold it. The kick is up and it's blocked. So the gap is 4. 10:04 to go in the first half. It's Pella Christian 17, Oskaloosa 13. Kickoff in a minute on the No Coast Network.
This is the Pepsi for serious fans. And serious eats. Oh yeah, like Carolina pulled pork, carnitas, or Alberto's al pastor. Nice, Beto. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
Welcome back to our pregame show, the Oskaloosa.
Layton State Bank understands that everyone's financial needs and goals are different. That's why it's essential for you to bank with a local bank that knows you personally and professionally. Layton State Bank is that bank. They understand your financial situation and work diligently to help you reach your financial goals. They're committed to working with you and for you every step of the way. Layton State Bank, serving you from Layton, Pella, and Monroe. Grow strong with us, member FDIC.
Casey Hill unofficially 65 yards on 10 carries, including the 8-yard touchdown run. That has put Oskaloosa to within 17-13 with 10:04 to go in the first half. Cole Henry to kick it off. Line drive kick. And this will bounce toward the far side. DeBryan will pick it up at the 16-yard line. Cuts toward the middle of the field. 20. Looking to makes a fake. Cut around the corner near side. 25, 30-yard line. And is run out of bounds. Across the 35-yard line. Dylan Van Leuven on the stop. And there will be good field position for Pella Christian as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Oski scoring drive, 65 yards in 10 plays. It took 3:28 off the clock. Casey Hill with a 8-yard touchdown run. That makes it a 17-13 game. Pella Christian at their own 38 to start this series. Two receivers wide to either side. DeBryan comes in motion from the near side toward the middle. They fake a jet sweep and said give it off on the near side and gain to the 41-yard line. And it was Noah Trimer on the carry. Pickup of 3, 2nd down, 7, Pella Christian. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right as Pella Christian go from left to right in the home maroon with gold. Jungling from the gun, dumps it out far side, caught by Trimer across the 40, 45, across midfield and a 1st down. Stopped near the Oskaloosa 47. They'll mark it at the Oski 48 for a gain of 11. Ball on the far hash, 3 receivers wide to the near side, empty backfield. Man comes in motion now from the far side, and that's Feinart who'll take the handoff, break a tackle, break a 2nd tackle, and he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Pella Christian. Kyle Feinart, if you give him some space, he is quick enough to take it. And that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. 1 on a kickoff return, and now on a 48-yard run. With 8:55 to go in the half, Pella Christian quickly respond and are up 23-13. DeBryan to kick the extra point. Lawson Bruckshert to hold. Snap is there. The kick is up and good. Back and forth we go. 8:55 to go in the half. It's Pella Christian 24, Oskaloosa 13. The kickoff in a minute on the No Coast Network.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
We mentioned our Craig Ford keys to the game was controlling Pella Christian's speed, and it's been Kyle Fonhart who's been showing just how extreme that speed is that Pella Christian has. He's got a 96-yard kickoff return for a touchdown and a 48-yard touchdown run just a couple of moments ago. And a big reason Pella Christian is up 24-13 as the kickoff bounds toward the near sideline, and it will just go out of bounds at the 22. That's the point where it gets to be a little bit dangerous, because once the ball goes 10 yards, it's anybody's. And the idea that Pella Christian has is just kick it so it bounces enough, and maybe, just maybe, we can pick it up. Oski to start at their own 35-yard line with 8:55 to go in the first half. 24-13, Indians trailing. Joe Lancello with you on the No Coast Network on a muggy night in Pella. Van Leuven and Dykstra wide to the left, two receivers right. Henry out of the gun with Hill to his right hip. Cole to throw. Pass is caught at the 50-yard line by a sliding Isaac Schultz, the 6'1", 160-pound junior. Pick up a 15 and an Oski first down. Isaac can run a little bit too. They'll mark it at the Oski 49-yard line. Still a first down. 7th of the game for the Indians. 3 to the right, 3 to the left rather, 2 to the right. Empty backfield, except for Henry, who's in the pistol and is back to throw. Throws on the near side, in and out of the hands of Casey Hill. That'll make it 2nd and 10 for Oski with 8:27 to go in the half. Pella Christian got to the Final Four last year in Class 1A, and they've got some dandy games coming up next week. They'll play at Van Meter next Friday, and then they will host Iowa City Regina, the team that beat them in the semis last year. Henry to throw on second now. Pass again through the hands of Tyler Miller as he was running a slant from the far side into the middle of the field. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Indians. Pella Christian making some defensive changes. Maybe going to looks like they're going to a 4-man front. Or make that a 5-man front with plenty of coverage. Henry back to throw out of the gun. Pump fake, under pressure, and could not get away. got grabbed by the ankle and was Kobe Van Howling, the defensive tackle, 5'11", 190 with the sack. And the Indians will have to punt it away with 8:03 to go in the half. They lose 7 on that play. Nick Dykstra to punt, had a 35-yarder his first time out. And Kyle Feinhardt, who we've seen is dangerous on returns, is the lone deep man for Pella Christian. Booming kick well over Feinhardt's head, and this is going to roll all the way into the end zone. 58-yard punt with no return. And Pella Christian will start on their own 20-yard line with 7:35 to go in the half. I did not see a penalty flag on the play. The officials are huddling as though there was. And the penalty goes against Pella Christian. Illegal touching from the looks of things. Well, let's see here. From the 42-yard line, this will get marked off 10. I guess 15 from the spot of the foul. The ball is marked on the Pella Christian 43, which sets up 4th and 2. Now, if you're Oski, do you go for it? And the Indians are going to go for it. From Pella Christian's 43, it's 4th and 2. Miller comes in motion to the near side. From the gun, Henry will toss it back for Miller. Miller will throw it. And to an open receiver and a first down to the 30-yard line, inside the 30. And it was Cole Henry who caught that pass. Well, Jake Jenkins and company going to the razzle-dazzle. To get a first down, they'll take advantage of the penalty against Pella Christian. And the gain is 14 yards to the 29-yard line of the Eagles. Out of the gun, quick out to the far side. Caught by Tyler Miller, and he'll get to about the 26. So Tyler Miller, a perfect record as a passer so far this season with 7:05 to go in the half. Gain of 4 on that play, 2nd and 6 for Oski at the Pella Christian 25. 24-13, Pella Christian in the lead. Oski on the march. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Hill at the left hip of Henry, who's in the pistol. And a give for Hill. Breaks a tackle right side, 20-yard line. Breaks a tackle 25 down the sideline, 10, 5, and did he stay in bounds? No, he's out of bounds. Doing that tightrope act on the far sideline, could not quite stay in bounds. But he does give Oskaloosa a first down. And it will be 1st and goal at the 10. Indians showing they can match Pella Christian stride for stride, punch for punch. A back to either side of Henry out of the pistol, this time on first down. And a give for Hill, trying to go between center and left guard, and he's stacked up at the line this time. And we have an injured Pella Christian player on the field. And that'll stop play with 6:27 to go in the half. And because the injured player is on his back, I can't see who it is. Let me run down the other games going on in the area tonight. Sigourney Keota is hosting Pekin. That is our game of the week on our sister station, KBOE FM. That one was moved up to a 6 o'clock kickoff when there were was the threat of rain earlier in the day. EBF is playing at East Marshall, Burlington at Ottumwa, Knoxville at Fairfield, LB at Centerville, Pella at Dallas Center Grimes, Newton at PCM, Mid Prairie at Grinnell, North Tama at North Mahaska, Linville Sully at Pleasantville, Moravia at Twin Cedars, and Lone Tree at Montezuma. Excuse me. And speaking of Montezuma, we want to congratulate the folks in that city on their 150th birthday this weekend that they're celebrating. Official timeout for the injured Pella Christian player. We still can't see who it is. He's on his back. His left leg being held in the air. And I don't know if the trainer is looking at the left ankle or just what the nature of the injury is. Again, the stoppage coming with 6:27 to go in the first half. 24-13, Pella Christian in the lead. With Oskaloosa threatening, it's second and goal from the Pella Christian 10-yard line when we resume play. And the injured player now coming to his feet, and that's Noah Trimer, their inside linebacker and also running back. He's hopping on his right foot. He's being helped off. But that is going to be a big loss for them as in his linebacker spot, and Trimer also is a running back. We'll have to see how that develops here. Second and goal for Oski from the Pella Christian 10. Dykstra, slot on the near side, comes in motion, and a give for Hill. Over the middle, and he'll pick up about 2 to the 8-yard line. Setting up third and goal from the 8. Oski with all 3 timeouts remaining. Pella Christian have 2 left. Two receivers wide to either side, third and goal. They're calling it from the 9-yard line. Henry to throw, looking right, throwing right, passes broken up. It was intended for Isaac Schultz, but a nice job by Nathan DeBryan to get in the way of that pass and knock it away. That sets up fourth and goal from the 9. Husky went for it on fourth down on this drive earlier. And now the Indians will talk things over. 5:45 to go in the half. Pella Christian 24, Oskaloosa 13. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Amber Coffey.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Austin Norris. If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," we need to talk. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Stop by my office, 1205 A Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Husky going for it, fourth and goal from the Pella Christian 9-yard line. Two receivers wide left. Henry to throw from the gun, under pressure, steps up, is hit, keeps his footing. Henry to the 5-yard line, still going, reaching in to the end zone and scoring! Touchdown Oskaloosa! When you're 6'9", you got those long arms. Every little bit helps you. He was able to reach and get the ball across the goal line, which is the bottom line. And the Indians cut the gap to 24-19 with 5:38 to go in the half. Two critical fourth down conversions on that drive. One aided by a penalty. Henry will kick with Cole Kraber to hold. Snap is there. Kick is up and away. And no good. Wide left. So the Indians just one of 3 on extra points tonight, and they trail by 5, 24-19 with 5:38 to go in the half. The kickoff in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
Oski converting 2 fourth downs on that drive, 65 yards in 10 plays. It took 3:17 off the clock. And the Indians within 5, 24-19 as Cole Henry gets set to kick it off. And he'll kick a ground ball. Goes past one man to the far side and close to the far sideline. Was that a penalty flag or was that a football that bounced? Well, they're going to, apparently somebody from Pella Christian did. I guess not. 35-yard line is where they will mark it. Pella Christian will start their own 35. Nobody wants to kick the ball to anybody. We've seen how dangerous that can be. Feinhardt with a 96-yard kickoff return for a touchdown for Pella Christian. He's also run for a 48-yard score. And Treimer with an interception for a touchdown for Pella Christian. And we've got a question here. The Pella Christian coaching staff, Richard Keck Marinsky, had come out and well, now they're going to mark the ball the 38-yard line of Pella Christian. So maybe a Pella Christian player did touch it. Now they're going to mark it the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. Two receivers right, wing on the right side. Jungling the quarterback under center. Give on the near side and a gain to the 40-yard line. A pickup of just 1 yard for Moises Caballo, the 5'4", 165-pound senior. Caballo coming in for the injured Noah Treimer. Pickup of 1 to the 40-yard line, 2nd down and 9 for Pella Christian. Caballo again trying to spin his way through traffic like a pinball and get to the 44-yard line. Pickup of 4, make that 3rd down and 5 for Pella Christian. Riley Miller, a 5'11", 236-pound senior, on the stop for Oski. 3rd and 5, Pella Christian, their own 44. Jungling rolling left, now throwing, passes off one player's fingertips and almost went to another farther ahead. It went off Heisman's fingertips, and coming down the field was Lawson Bruxford. And he almost was able to take advantage of the deflection. And if he had, he would have been gone because there was nobody between him and the goal line. That brings up 4th and 5 for Pella Christian, and they will now punt it away. From their own 44-yard line, Lawson Bruxford is back to kick, standing at his own 30-yard line. And whistles, and the play clock ran out. And going to be a delay penalty to give a little more breathing room for Pella Christian. It's 4th and 10. Ball moved back now to their own 39-yard line. Bruxford's kick is away. Fair catch called at the 35-yard line by Tyler Miller. "26 yards on the punt, no return. And we've got another Pella Christian player a little bit slow to get up. That was Brian Agri, a 6'2 junior. Indians will take over at their own 36-yard line. 4:32 to go in the half. 2 timeouts remaining. Oski trailing 24-19 on this opening game of the 2018 high school football season. Just a reminder, we'll have high school volleyball for you on Tuesday night as Oskaloosa hosts Grinnell. Our coverage will start at 6:45. First serve from Oski High School is at 7 o'clock. That's this coming Tuesday night. Jennifer Comfort's volleyball team off to a 2-1 start this season. And we've got a whistle and and the referee's going over to talk to the Pella Christian coaching staff. And I guess they were short a player. Too many men on the field is a penalty, but if you've got too few, that's your problem. Seavers wide to both sides, wing on the left side, one man in the backfield behind Henry's, who's in the pistol on 1st and 10. Give for Casey Hill. He'll bull his way over the right side and get to about the 40-yard line for a pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6. 4:18 to go in the half, clock running. Noah Trimer, the linebacker for Pella Christian, not on the field. Henry from the gun, 2nd and 10, throws it out far sideline, and pass is just over the head of Isaac Schultz, who reached up and was able to get one paw. Eppa couldn't pull it down. That'll set up 3rd down and 6 for Oski at their own 40-yard line. You're listening to Oskaloosa High School football on the No Coast Network, KMZN, AM and FM in Oskaloosa. I'm Joe Lancello, 3:59 to go in the half. Oskaloosa trailing at Pella Christian 24-19. 3rd and 6 Indians at their own 40-yard line. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Henry out of the pistol in an open empty backfield. Henry to throw with time, throws, caught by Hill over the middle. 1st down into Pella Christian territory, the 42-yard line. Casey Hill having a tremendous first half for the Indians. First and 10, Oski at the Pella Christian 38. Hill with a carry again across the 40-yard line. Check that the 43-yard line is where that last play started. And he'll go to the 39 for a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 for Oskaloosa. Two receivers wide to either side. Now Miller coming in motion to the near side, and will take a handoff on a jet sweep to the near side around the corner, 40-yard line, 35. Bouncing off a player, and he'll be stopped near the 1st down marker at the 33. And that is a good way to use Tyler Miller's speed, give him a little bit of a running start, so to speak, when he's in the slot on the far side. He'll come in motion and then take a handoff and come around to the near side. They'll give him a 1st down, a gain of 6 to the 33 of Pella Christian. 1st and 10 Oski. 3:04 to go on the half. Oski trailing 24-19, looking to take their first lead and take it to the locker room. Give for Hill. Between center and left guard, will pick up about 2 to the 31. Josh Atkinson on the hit for Pella Christian. Three-man rush, 5 men up at the line. Now Cade Snickenberg has come into the ballgame as a slot, and there's a little confusion, and the Indians are going to have to burn a timeout. 2:19 to go in the half. It's Pella Christian 24, Oskaloosa 19. We'll be back in 1 minute on the No Coast Network.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa today.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600, and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
2nd and 8, Oski from the Pella Christian 31. Henry fakes it. A handoff and goes an option around the right side. He'll get across the 30-yard line, be down at the 26-yard line of Pella Christian for a pickup of 5. That makes it 3rd down and 3. Indians with just 1 timeout remaining with 1:56 to go in the half, and the Indians trailing 24-19. 2 receivers wide to either side. Henry out of the pistol. Casey Hill at his right hip. A check of the sideline for the play. Henry gets the snap, throws on a slant pattern, caught on the 15-yard line by number 15, Isaac Schultz. Pickup of 11 and an Oski first down, their 3rd of this drive. 1:34 to go in the half. At Pella Christian's 15. Henry with a snap. Time. Ball was batted down. Henry gets it back. Henry rolling, looking to throw, and he will throw, and Schultz with the catch at the 9-yard line for a gain of 6. I thought the ball had been batted back to Cole, but you're not allowed to reload and throw again. So that must have been a good pump fake by him. 2nd and 4, Oski from the Pella Christian 9. 53 seconds to go in the half. Clock running. 2 wide to either side. Give for Hill. Trying to get across center and right guard. Gets across the 5-yard line and no further. That'll set up 3rd and goal. 40 seconds to go in the half. From the 4-yard line. Give for Hill again, up the gut. And he'll get about halfway there to the 2. .25 seconds go in the half and the clock running. 4th and goal at the 2. Oski going to go for it, trying to get the lead. Give for Hill, up the gut. And touchdown. It took a long time for somebody to say so on the field that wasn't wearing a white and maroon uniform. Casey Hill with the touchdown with 7 seconds to go in the half. Or wait a sec, they have not put the points up. Now one of the officials had signaled touchdown. Now they continue to confer, and they're going to say he was stopped just short of the goal line. So the Indians do not convert, and Pella Christian will take over with 7 seconds to go in the half at their own 1-yard line. And they need to be a little careful here with the victory formation. They'd concede a safety. Oskaloosa's missed a couple of extra points today, and Pella Christian would not want to give those 2 points back. Well, hold on a second. Now I am confused. It is still Oski football. 3rd and 1, just short inside the 1 yard line. Henry with the snap, he'll take it across, and this is a touchdown. Darndest thing I have seen, and the Indians take the lead for the first time. 25-24 with 3 seconds to go in the half. And Henry will line up to kick the extra point. Cole Henry's on for 2 touchdowns in this first half. The kick is up and no good. Just barely cleared the line of scrimmage. So Oski with their first lead of the night. Unanswered points, both on runs by Cole Henry, 9 yards and 1 yard. Thirteen-play drive, 64 yards, took 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Indians now most likely going to try a swip kickoff of their own and hope that it stays in bounds and that somebody tries to touch it, just to kill those final 3 seconds. Oskaloosa trailed at the quarter 17-7. Have come back here in the second to lead it by a point, 25-24. And if the second half is anything like the first half, we got some pretty good excitement coming up here from Pella. Henry with the approach on the kickoff, and he'll pop it deep. Trimer is back in the ballgame, the deep receiver, and he'll let the ball go into the end zone for a touchback. And so Pella Christian will get 1 shot from their own 20-yard line with 3 seconds to play. And if you're Pella Christian head coach Richard Kakmarinsky, what do? Do you try to take a shot? Or just figured to kneel it down and we'll regroup for the second half? Jungling is from the gun. He's got a back in front of him and one behind him. And then we get a whistle. Did the play clock go? Clock operator took a second off the clock. And that's going to be a delay of game penalty against Pella Christian. That'll move it back to the 15. It's up at 1st and 15. The clock operator got a little jumpy himself. It took a second off the clock. They're 2 seconds according to the clock. Give to Carballo up the gut. Pickup of a couple of the 17, and that is the end of the first half. Indians were down 10-0 early. They have come back to lead by a point at intermission, 25-24 over Pella Christian. We'll come back to Pella in 2 minutes. You're listening to Oskaloosa Indians football on the No Coast Network.
Hello everyone, this is Tyler Van Welden from Malcolm Lumber in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is your DIY headquarters, and we would love to help you with any projects you want to tackle. Bring us your plans, let our staff help you. We will get you the right materials, the correct tools, and the support you need to make that project come out perfect. And now we have a full-time designer for that new kitchen and bath. Stop in and say hello at any of our 3 store locations or call to make an appointment.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
My old man never changes. Same old truck, same old pair of boots, same light beer in the same old koozie. Still loves Mom's pancakes. Then again, who doesn't? Dad sticks with what works. Like how we stuck with Bank Iowa all these years. Their service and rates help keep the farm going strong. And people who care like they do never go out of style. At Bank Iowa, we have a long history of serving the farmers who help Iowa grow. Visit us at bankiowa.bank or your local Bank Iowa location. Member FDIC.
Let's get ready for some football! This is Wade Davidson, owner of the Rock Island Tap. We want you to come on down to the Tap starting Sunday, September 9th and watch your favorite NFL teams. We will be hosting NFL Sunday Ticket every Sunday from 11 to 11, and you can watch up to 5 games throughout the Tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We will have $6 Bloody Marys with a 6-ounce beer back, along with pizzas and other snacks. Don't forget NFL Sunday Ticket here at the Rock Island Tap.
Welcome back to Pella Christian High School. I'm Joe Lancello. We are at halftime. And the Oskaloosa Indians have taken a 25-24 lead over the Pella Christian Eagles at intermission, and doing so at the very end of the first half. And it's been a very exciting, very action-filled first half. Pella Christian opened the scoring. They had scored an apparent touchdown, but it was wiped out by a penalty and had to settle for a 37-yard field goal by Nathan DeBryan. That made it 3-0 with 4:03 to go in the half. And then on Oskaloosa's second series of that first quarter, Noah Trimer intercepted a pass and ran it back 15 yards for a score. So just with 2 scores in less than a minute, it was 10-0 in favor of Pella Christian as the extra point was made by DeBryan. Indians came back with a 4-play, 69-yard drive. Tyler Miller scoring on a 25-yard run. Cole Henry's extra point was good to make it a 10-7 game. But on the ensuing kickoff, it was Pella Christian's Kyle Feinhardt who ran it back 96 yards for a score, and there was 17-7 in favor of Pella Christian, and that was the score at the end of the first quarter. Oskaloosa would rebound from that, driving 65 yards in 10 plays to score with Casey Hill on an 8-yard run. The extra point kick was blocked. That made the score 17-13 with 10:04 to go in the half. Pella Christian came right back, a 3-play, 62-yard drive on a 48-yard run by Kyle Feinhardt. The extra point was good. That made it 24-13 Pella Christian with 8:55 to go in the half. Oskaloosa came back, going 65 yards in 10 plays, taking 3:17 off the clock, converting with the help of 2 first down conversions. One of those was on a Pella Christian penalty that gave Oski 4th down and 2 at the Pella Christian 43, and the Indians converted that with the help of a razzle-dazzle. It was Tyler Miller on a halfback pass to Cole Henry, who caught at the far sideline for a pickup of 14, and then it was Henry running for a 9-yard run to score with 5:38 to go in the half. The extra point was no good. Oski had cut the gap to 24-19. The Indians held on Pella Christian's next possession, and then the Indians driving 64 yards in 13 plays, taking 4:29 off the clock. Now, what was kind of a confusing sequence, it was Cole Henry scoring his second touchdown of the day on a 1-yard run. The extra point was no good, 25-24, Oski in the lead, and that go-ahead score coming with 3 seconds to go in the first half. Unofficial numbers for Oski, Cole Henry is 10 of 16 for 108 yards. No touchdowns, he has thrown 1 interception. Tyler Miller 1 for 1 passing for 14 yards. Tyler Miller, the leading receiver for the Indians, 4 catches for 29 yards. Isaac Schultz, 3 for 31 Casey Hill, 2 catches for 37 yards. Casey Hill also 18 carries for 99 yards in that first half and 1 touchdown. Tyler Miller, 4 carries, 30 yards and a score. Cole Henry, 7 carries for 22 yards and 2 touchdowns. Oski so far pretty good about avoiding penalties as I check here. Just 1 against the Indians for 5 yards. Pella Christian has hurt themselves with a couple of penalties. One of them took away a touchdown. They had to settle for a field goal on that opening drive. And then there was another 15-yard penalty that happened in the second quarter that instead of having Oski in a punting situation, instead it went from 4th and long to 4th and 2 in Pella Christian territory, and the Indians converted that. Nick Dykstra has punted just once for 35 yards. And we were checking the Craig Ford plays of the keys to the game, and the big key was trying to contain Pella Christian's speed. At times, the Indians have not done that. We've seen that on display from Kyle Farnhart with a touchdown on a kickoff return and also a touchdown on a run from scrimmage. So they do have some great speed. And maybe the best defense for Oski right now would be to just keep their hands on the football and just see what happens there. Pella Christian, let me check on 1, 2. They've only had 3 drives in this game, oddly enough. One led to a field goal, one led to a touchdown, and the other was toward the end of the half, that was a 3-and-out. A key for Pella Christian right now is that they've got 1 touchdown on defense and also 1 on a kickoff return. So if you look at it that way, Oski has held Pella Christian's offense to just 10 points. But football entails all kinds of things, and so we'll have to see what the Indians can come up with in the second half. Checking the other games that are scheduled tonight. Oski at Pella Christian, of course, that's what we're bringing here right now. Sigourney Keota hosting Pekin. That one should be over by this time. We're very close to the end of it. That one on our sister station, KBOE-FM. EBF is at East Marshall, Burlington at Ottumwa, Knoxville at Fairfield, Albia at Centerville, Pella at Dallas Center Grimes, Newton at PCM, Grinnell is hosting Mid-Prairie, North Tama at North Mahaska, Linville Sully at Pleasantville, Lone Tree at Montezuma, and Moravia at Twin Cedars. Other games going on in the area tonight. We'll have scores and more to get you caught up with all that stuff following our broadcast here, and that'll be on the No Coast Network on both stations, KMZN and KBOE-FM. The Indians, we remind you, will have their home opener next Friday night against Washington at Lacey Recreation Complex. 7:30 is kickoff time for that one. We'll be on the air on the No Coast Network at 7:15. Our halftime score once again is Oskaloosa 25, Pella Christian 24. We'll come back to Pella Christian in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High Football on the No Coast Network.
Hello, my name is Craig Ford, and just over a year ago, I purchased the Ford dealership in Oskaloosa. We changed the name to Craig Ford, and we got to work making it better. In our first year, we have increased our sales by over 100%. We believe in both big discounts and exceptional service. Not just when you buy a vehicle, but the entire time you own your vehicle. Craig Ford is a great place to buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc. Member Member FINRA and SIPC.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
This is the Pepsi for serious fans. And serious eats. Oh yeah, like Carolina pulled pork, carnitas, or Alberto's al pastor. Nice, Beto. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
Back at Pella Christian High School, Joe Lancello, the Oskaloosa Indians leading Pella Christian 25-24. And again, our Craig Ford keys to the game. The big key was, could the Indians deal with Pella Christian's speed? Well, Pella Christian has had a couple of long scoring runs, a 96-yard kickoff return by Kyle Farnhart, and Farnhart also with a 48-yard touchdown run, and he has shown that he's got some very good speed. So the Indians need to be able to get to those guys before they can really get going into full speed. And we really haven't seen a whole lot of Pella Christian with the ball in the second half. It was 6 snaps from scrimmage and then a punt in the second quarter. So it just seemed, so that's one thing Oskaloosa has done, is they've kept the football, and that will probably be another key to the game as well. Can the Indians hold the football and keep Pella Christian off it? Because that's one way to stop from dealing with their speed, and we've also seen that both teams are trying to avoid dealing with the other team's speed on kickoff returns. Tyler Miller in the case of Oskaloosa, and Kyle Farnhart for Pella Christian, because both teams have been just, rather than kick the ball deep, they'll just try to squib it or kick line drives and try to hope to get some decent possession that way. Our halftime score once again, Oskaloosa 25, Pella Christian 24. Pella Christian will receive the second half kickoff when we come back in 1 minute on the No Coast Network.
Lighton State Bank understands that everyone's financial needs and goals are different. That's why it's essential for you to bank with a local bank that knows you personally and professionally. Lighton State Bank is that bank. They understand your financial situation and work diligently to help you reach your financial goals. They're committed to working with you and for you every step of the way. Lighton State Bank, serving you from Lighton, Pella, and Monroe. Grow strong with us, member FDIC.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs, from design to pre-press to printing and delivery, to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Both teams back on the field to start the second half. Pella Christian 4 penalties for 25 yards. 5 first downs for the Eagles. Daniel Jungling, 3 of 6 passing for 33 yards. Noah Trimer has 2 catches for 15 yards. Trimer 2 carries for 16 yards. Feinhardt, the leading rusher in the game, 48 yards on the 1 carry. Jungling with 44 yards on 4 carries. And those penalties, 4 for 25 yards, that'll be another critical thing to take a look at here. We've only had the 1 turnover in the game, and that was an interception Cole Henry threw that was returned for a touchdown by Pella Christian's Noah Trima. And Pella Christian will receive the second half kickoff. And something else that could be a very critical factor is 2 missed extra points by Cole Henry. Or check that. I beg your pardon, he's missed 3 extra points. 1 of 4 in kicking. So that could make a real difference as well. Again, Aaron Blom, in case you just joined us, ineligible for tonight's game. He is expected to be available when the Indians play host to Washington next Friday night. Pella Christian ranked number 6 in the state in the Des Moines Register preseason poll among Class 1A teams. And Pella Christian, as I mentioned, got to the semifinals 1 year ago in Class 1A. Oski looking to return to the playoffs. And their district will include Pella, which is a traditional power, the defending champions in the district, Newton, Knoxville, South Tama County, Grinnell. Should be some great ball games, and we'll have them all here for you right here on the No Coast Network. Cole Henry will kick off for Oskaloosa to start the second half. He'll be kicking from right to left. Indians in the traveling white shirts, white pants, the maroon helmet with the Indian logo on either side. Back to receive for Pella Christian is Noah Treimer, who'd been shaken up in the first half. Back in action on the kick returns. Haven't seen him on a play from scrimmage as of yet. Here's the Henry kickoff. Toward the far side, bobbled at the 15-yard line, picked up 20 to the near, coming toward the middle of the field to the 25 to the 28-yard line. And that was Nathan DeBryan on the return. As Pella Christian will start 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Pella Christian Eagles from left to right in the home maroon with gold. Youngling out of the gun. He'll take the snap, roll to his right, still running, 30-yard line. Ran into Nick Dykstra and is brought down about the short of the 35-yard line. Youngling's been pretty effective when he's kept the ball on that option. Pickup of 7 that time to the 35. It'll be 2nd and 3 for Pella Christian. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Out of the pistol, a give for Treimer around the left side and stopped just across the first down marker. And Treimer is apparently hurt again. It was his left leg, I believe, that forced him to be helped off the field earlier. And they're working on that left leg again. Maybe it could be just a cramp. That's what the trainer seems to be doing, just trying to stretch there. Treimer did get a first down after a pickup of 7 to the 42-yard line of Pella Christian. Well, with all the hot weather, that a cramp is a possibility. Treimer is coming off the field under his own power. Little bit of a sign of a limp, nothing that appears too serious. Moises Carballo is in the ballgame at the running back spot to replace him. Carballo at 5'4", and 165. Not big, but he's a tough guy. 1st and 10, Pella Christian at their own 42. 3 receivers to the right. A gift for Carballo, runs up the middle into that crowd and is stuffed up. 1 yard, maybe 2. As he ran into the middle of that Oski defense led by defensive end Riley Miller. Gain of 2 to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 8, Pella Christian. 2 wide to either side. Jungling throws out on the flat to the near side. Incomplete. Behind Nathan DeBryan, who was the intended receiver. And that'll set up 3rd down and 8 at the 40-yard line. Both teams pretty much go no huddle. They'll look to the sideline to get the offensive play call from their respective coaches. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Pella Christian. Ball in the far hash. Jungling rolling to the near side. Jump pass, throwing it, and the pass is incomplete. Was intended for Kean Cadwell. And the coverage by the Oskaloosa Indians, Wyatt Creer, a 5'8", 160-pound junior. So that'll set up 4th and 8 at Pella Christian's 40-yard line, and the Eagles will have to punt it away with 10:27 to go in the half. And Oski leading by a point, 25-24. Lawson Bruxford's first punt was a 26-yarder. He'll kick from the far hash from left to right. Tyler Miller back for the Indians at his own 32. Good protection. The kick is popped up. High, short, fair catch at the 35-yard line. That was the scouting report from the Oski coaches, that the kicks would be high and short. We've got an injured Oskaloosa player on the field. And his back is, again, and he's laying on his back, so I can't really tell who it is. Injury stoppage coming with 10:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Oskaloosa leading Pella Christian 25-24. The trainer and a member of the coaching staff concentrating on his upper body. He seems to be able to move his legs just fine. So I don't know if he had the wind knocked out of him or there's something else. Don't forget, on the No Coast Network, Tuesday night, we'll have Oskaloosa High volleyball for you as the Indians take on Grinnell. Pre-game at 6:45, first serve at 7 o'clock. Oski volleyball Tuesday night on KMZN and the No Coast Network. Injured Oskaloosa player still being tended to on the field. And the concern, again, seems to be from the waist up. Injured player is on his back at about the Pella Christian 48-yard line. Well, as long as we have a chance, let's take a break here. 10:20 to go, 3rd quarter, 25-24 Oskaloosa over Pella Christian. We'll be back in 1 minute on the No Coast Network.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Oski at 1st and 10 from their own 35. Casey Hill took the handoff and was hit right away by defensive end Josh Adkison for Pella Christian for no gain. 2nd down and 10. Keegan Mitz-Butler was the injured Oskaloosa player. Murphy's Law, just as I call for the commercial break, he's helped up. Was able to walk off the field with a little bit of assistance. Didn't seem to be limping or anything. Henry to throw on 2nd down. Pass caught. Dykstra, 50-yard line into Pella Christian territory to the 45 and a 1st down for the Indians. Nick Dykstra, 6 foot 185, a senior, caught that right in his stride for a pickup of 20 and an Indians 1st down. 2 receivers wide to either side. Cole Henry out of the shotgun. Hill to his right hip. Hill takes the handoff and is hit in the backfield. Ryan Vandahar, a 6'4", 185-pound junior linebacker, in on the tackle. As Pella Christian had about the best penetration I've seen on a defensive run play by them. A loss of 1, 2nd and 11 Indians. Check that, the PC 46. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Henry by himself in an empty backfield. Henry to throw, looking left. Pass intended for Dykstra, overthrew him. Dylan Van Leuven was also in the area about 5 yards further downfield. It was beyond him as well. So that'll make it 3rd and 11 for the Indians with 8:48 to go, 3rd quarter. Husky up by a point, 25-24 in this opener of the 2018 season. Miller, Schultz, and Dykstra all wide left. Hill at the left hip of Henry, who's in the pistol. Henry rolling to his left. Throws it out near side, juggled and incomplete. The ball hit Dykstra and was still kind of bouncing in the air, and the man who made the defensive contact, Noah Tramer, there was a possibility there that maybe he could have got that deflected pass, but he didn't. And so at 4th and 11, Indians will punt it away with 8:42 to go in the 3rd. Nick Dykstra, 1 punt, a 35-yarder. And the kick was low. It may have been blocked even. It's picked up by Pella Christian. And Josh Amos will return it to the Oski 49-yard line. I don't know if that kick was blocked or Dykstra just did drop the ball maybe a little bit too far ahead of himself and didn't kick it very well. Didn't have much to kick. Pella Christian will take over at the Oski 48-yard line with 8:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. And Pella Christian trailing Oskaloosa 25-24. Let's see if Pella Christian can convert on this break. Jungling from the pistol. A gift for Josh Amos. Jace Amos. And he'll pick up a couple of the 46-yard line, 2nd down and 8. 3 receivers left. Kean Cadwell is the receiver wide to the right. Jungling out of the pistol on 2nd and 8. Jungling to throw. Has time. Pass is thrown. It's tipped. Incomplete. Off the fingertips of a Pella Christian receiver. That'll set up 3rd and 8 at the 46. 7:56 to go, third quarter. All that hectic scoring in the first half. So far in the third quarter, each team has been able to get 1 first down on their respective possessions, then had to punt it away. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Juggling from the gun. Gives it to Amos, and he is brought down at the 45-yard line after a pickup of about 1.5 yards. And that'll set up 4th down and 7. Or hold on here. We apparently have a penalty on Oskaloosa. Those flags come on the field, they're picking up real fast, and this is a major penalty. Pella Christian will take over at the Oskaloosa 30-yard line, a 15-yard penalty. 3 receivers to the left. Youngling to throw. Over the middle, has a man. It's caught, and a touchdown. I believe that was Noah Trimer, but no, I take that back. That was Kyle Fanart. And the extra point kick is no good. But Pella Christian, bottom line, they've got the lead again. 30-25, 7:38 to go in the third quarter. We'll have the kickoff in 1 minute on the No Coast Network.
Jones Financial Advisor Amber Coffey.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Austin Norris. If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," we need to talk. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Stop by my office, 1205 A Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
Nebraska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
Apparently there was a penalty on the extra point because they're running it again now, and Oskaloosa, Pella Christian rather, decided to go for 2, and they didn't get it. Youngling, the quarterback, the run failed. I don't know if they're dropping the flags on those yellow soccer lines or I can't see them. But the bottom line is Oskaloosa now trailing 30-25 with 7:38 to go in the third quarter. Pella Christian scoring drive, 4 plays, 48 yards. Taking 55 seconds. And a big help in that drive was a 15-yard penalty against Oskaloosa that kept the Pella Christian drive alive. And on the following play, it was Youngling to Kyle Farnhart for a 30-yard touchdown. Feinhart's third touchdown of the day, and he's got the pure hat trick. 1 running, 1 receiving, and 1 on a kick return. So the Indians going to have to come back again. Plenty of time, 7:38 to go in the third. As Nathan DeBryan will tee it up. Oskaloosa's deep receivers
Hill and Miller are only at the 15-yard line because ever since the opening kickoff, DeBrian's kickoffs have been squibs or line drives. And here's a line drive they try to get over the defense. Bobbled by Hill, 15-yard line, picks it up at the numbers near side to the 20. Still on his feet, 25, getting away and getting to near the 30-yard line. So the Indians take over with 7:29 to go in the third. And they'll start at their own 30. Indians a good first half offensively. Cole Henry passing for 108 yards and also rushing for 22 and running for 2 scores. Casey Hill 99 yards rushing in the first half. Two receivers wide to the right, one to the left. 2 men in the backfield, long count. Hill play fake, throws it to the far side. Caught to the 30-yard line. And not getting much farther than that is Nick Dykstra. Gain of 3 to the 32-yard line. That'll make it 2nd down and 7 for the Indians. Henry with a running back to either side to him now. And a gift for Miller bursting over the right side and tripped up as he got across the 35 and stopped near the 38. And we've got another Oskaloosa player down. And again, the trainer stretching out the left leg of this player. And again, because he's on his back, I can't tell who it is. Let's take a break here while we have a chance. 6:51 to go, third quarter. Pella Christian 30, Oskaloosa 25. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa today.
Training staff has been busy with injured players. Noah Trimer was out for a couple of plays and now being helped off the field is Josh Adkisson, 6'3", 185-pound senior defensive end. Checking into the game for Pella Christian on the defensive front is Ethan Nadelborg, a 5'10", 185-pound junior. Husky with 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. 6:51 to go in the third quarter. Indians trailing 30-25. 2 receivers wide to either side. 2 men in the backfield. And it looks like a mix-up on the handoff. Tyler Miller finally took it, but there were plenty of Pella Christian defenders in the backfield there, and the play will lose yardage. Miller and Hill were lined up in the backfield between Cole Henry. It seemed like somebody didn't want to take the handoff, and it was a loss of 7. So that brings up third and about 16. Oski at their own 33. Henry to throw. Has time over the middle. Caught by Isaac Schultz, and he's brought down to the 45-yard line. That'll pick up 12, but that'll still be short of the first down. And the Indians will have to punt it away with 5:50 to go in the third quarter, trailing 30-25. And it looks like the Indians are going to go for it. Wait a minute, this is third down. Oh boy, I needed a preseason game myself, I think. Henry to throw, looking left, juggled by Schultz, incomplete. He was trying to gather it in when he was hit by Jace Amos, the linebacker. And the pass goes incomplete, so now it is 4th down and 5. Nick Dykstra to punt it away, standing at his own 31-yard line. Protection is there. Kick is away toward the far side. Feinart will let it bounce out of bounds, and it'll go out at about the 6-yard line. The Coffin corner kick to perfection. Pella Christian will start at their own 6. "49-yard punt, no return. So the Indians' defense in good position. Let's see if they can do something with it. This is about the deepest that any team's offense has been in this game. The worst starting position. Two receivers wide to either side for Pella Christian as they go from left to right. Ball in the far hash. Jungling in the pistol, standing at his own 1-yard line. He'll throw. Pass is tipped, incomplete. Tipped by one of the Indians. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pella Christian was able to convert on a turnover. Noah Trimer running back an interception for a score in the first quarter. Maybe the Indians can return the favor. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Jungling to throw, dumps it off far side, caught by Trimer, hit near the goal line, and stuffed up at about the 1. That's probably where they'll mark his forward progress, if you'll pardon the expression, since the loss of 5 yards on the play. 3rd and 15, Pella Christian from their own 1. Oski trailing 30-25, looking for a big defensive stop here. Jungling from the gun in his own end zone. Running left, throwing, pass is dropped. Incomplete. Brian Agri, the intended receiver. And now it's Pella Christian going to have to punt from their own end zone. 4:25 to go in the third quarter, and Oski should get some good field position here. Lawson Brooksford about a step from his own end line. To punt it away, Tyler Miller at the Pella Christian 30-yard line to receive. Let's see if Oski sends everybody. They don't. The kick is up high, short. And Miller again will call for a fair catch about the 28-yard line of Pella Christian. Like all the Pella Christian punts, they've been short. We've got a penalty flag, though, right at the line of scrimmage. Illegal procedure going to be the call against Pella Christian. Now if you're Jake Jenkins, what do? You've got good field position. Do you let him try it again to see if maybe you can force a mistake out of him? You're only moving the ball from about the 1 yard line to the half-yard line. And the Indians say, no, we'll just take it here. Thank you very much. 4:19 to go, third quarter. Oski trailing 30-25. And they've got the ball at Pella Christian's 28-yard line after a 27-yard punt. Van Leuven is wide left. Two receivers to the right. Henry out of the pistol. Gives to Hill, trying to get around the left side. Is stood up right away at the 25-yard line. Loss of a couple of yards. And Noah Trimer on the stop. I beg your pardon, that ball was at the 23-yard line, and the loss moves it to the 24. 2nd and 11 for Oski. Henry will give for Miller. Breaking over the right side, cuts over the middle, 20, 15, 10, and stopped near the 5-yard line. The word Jake Jenkins uses to describe Tyler Miller is electric, and he showed a lot of electricity on that run. First and goal, Oski from the 7 after a 17-yard gain. Inside handoff to Hill, and he is stuffed up right away. And we've got another Pella Christian player down on the field. This is Kian Cadwell, who had not been playing on defense. And again, it's Cadwell sat up momentarily, but it's so not sure what the deal is. He is able to sit up but not able to get up. And we've got a stoppage here with 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Cadwell now on his feet and will walk off under his own power. So we will keep it here. Oski trailing 30-25. Indians trailed at the quarter 17-7. Led at the half 25-24. And now trailing 30-25, but they've got the ball 2nd and goal at Pella Christian's 7-yard line. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Miller is under center, out of the pistol. He'll heave it out the near side intent for Henry, and in and out of his hands, and a penalty flag on the play. Pass interference apparently going to be the call. Kyle Feinart was the defender. So the Indians going for the mismatch defensively using Henry's 6'9" height. And it is pass interference on Pella Christian. That'll be an automatic first down. I thought. No, it isn't. 2nd and goal from the 4. Give for Tyler Miller. Trying to go up the gut. He's wrapped up at about the 3. Third and goal from the 3. 2:38 to go in the third quarter and the clock running. Now they mark the ball at the 4 for no gain on that play. Van Leuven is wide left. 2 to the right side. Henry out of the pistol. Give for Miller, trying to go over the right side, and he's cut off. Josh Atkinson on the hit. And that'll actually be a loss of a couple of yards back to the 6. So the Indians looking at 4th and goal. And they are going to go for it. But first they're going to talk about it. 1:45 to go in the third. Pella Christian 30, Oskaloosa 25. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
Hello everyone, this is Tyler Van Welden from Malcolm Lumber in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is your DIY headquarters and we would love to help you with any projects you want to tackle. Bring us your plans, let our staff help you. We will get you the right materials, the correct tools, and the support you need to make that project come out perfect. And now we have a full-time designer for that new kitchen and bath. Stop in and say hello at any of our 3 store locations or call to make
Indians going for it, 4th and goal from the Pella Christian 6. Henry throws into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Miller. And the Indians again with a crucial 4th down conversion, and they regain the lead at 31-30. With 1:39 to go in quarter number 3. A pass interference penalty helping them out, a 6-play, 23-yard scoring drive. Set up a little bit earlier by a great punt by Nick Dykstra. That pinned Pella Christian back. The Indians now going to go for a 2-point conversion. Henry out of the pistol. Cole rolling right, throwing that way. Pass is caught, and a deuce. Nick Dykstra with the 2-point conversion pass. And the Indians now with a field goals advantage. 1:39 to go third quarter. Oski 33, Pella Christian 30. The kickoff in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
My old man never changes. Same old truck, same old pair of boots, same light beer in the same old koozie. Still loves Mom's pancakes. Then again, who doesn't? Dad sticks with what works. Like how we stuck with Bank Iowa all these years. Their service and rates help keep the farm going strong. And people who care like they do never go out of style. At Bank Iowa, we have a long history of serving the farmers who help Iowa grow. Visit us at bankiowa.bank or your local Bank Iowa location. Member FDIC.
Indians taking advantage of a punt that went out of bounds at the Pella Christian 6-yard line, forced a 3-and-out defensively. Then took advantage of a short punt, drove 23 yards in 6 plays, took 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Cole Henry to Tyler Miller, a 6-yard touchdown pass. And with a 2-point conversion, Oski's lead is now 33-30, their biggest lead of the night. 1:39 to go in the third quarter as Cole Henry will kick it off. And it is deep. And caught by DeBryan, far side of the 12-yard line to the 20, 25. Room to the far sideline, 35, 40, 45, 50, midfield. One man to beat. And it was Cole Henry back there who laid a pretty good hit on him. But a great run back by DeBryan. And Pella Christian will start it off in Oski territory with a minute 28 to go, third quarter. And another Pella Christian player. Looks like he's trying to stretch, and it was Nathan DeBryan who made that on that kickoff return. And while we have a chance, we'll remind you that you're listening to Oskaloosa High School football on the No Coast Network, KMZN, AM and FM in Oskaloosa. I'm Joe Lancello. 1:28 to go, quarter number 3. Oski has just taken the lead again at 33-30. Tyler Miller catching a touchdown pass. Cole Henry threw that touchdown pass, and he's also run for a couple of scores. That's Tyler's second touchdown of the day. He ran for one in the first quarter. And we're talking about our Craig Ford keys of the game. We talked about dealing with Pella Christian speed. Maybe another one that should have been thought of was hydration. With this being a hot, humid, muggy night, you just wonder if players aren't dealing with cramp a little bit. As DeBryan is helped up and will walk gingerly with a little bit of help. So this is just a reminder to keep yourself hydrated with your favorite beverages from Mahaska. Pella Christian's offense, after the big DeBryan kickoff return, they will start it off at Oski's 29-yard line, 1st and 10. Jungling with an empty backfield. Man comes in motion from the near side, takes a handoff on a jet sweep. That's Feinart getting around the corner near side to the 25 and stop short of the 20-yard line. Coy, Snakenberg, and White Creer in on the tackle. Feinart gains 7 to the Indians' 22-yard line, makes it second down. Make that a 6-yard gain to the 23. Second down 4. Jungling again in an empty backfield. Back to throw. Has time now. Rolls to his right. It takes one hit and is brought down to the 21-yard line. And this time it's Kenny Satimi, a 6'1", 242-pound junior defensive tackle on the stop. No gain on that play. Third down and 3 for Pella Christian. 3 receivers left. One man in the backfield. Jungling faked a handoff and kept it and was brought down quickly and did not get a first down. Tyson Brooklander on the hit. 5'9", 243-pound senior for the Indians. And they will go for it on 4th down. 4th and 4 from the 23. Time running out of the third quarter. They will not get this play off. 3 quarters in the books from Pella Christian. Our score, Oski 33, Pella Christian 30. 4th quarter in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Let's get ready for some football!
This is Wade Davidson, owner of the Rock Island Tap. We want you to come on down to the Tap starting Sunday, September 9th and watch your favorite NFL teams. We will be hosting NFL Sunday Ticket every Sunday from 11 to 11, and you can watch up to 5 games throughout the Tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We will have $6 Bloody Marys with a 6-ounce beer back, along with pizzas and other snacks. Don't forget NFL Sunday Ticket here at the Rock Island Tap.
Hello, my name is Craig Ford, and just over a year ago, I purchased the Ford dealership in Oskaloosa. We changed the name to Craig Ford, and we got to work making it better. In our first year, we have increased our sales by over 100%. We believe in both big discounts and exceptional service. Not just when you buy a vehicle, but the entire time you own your vehicle. Craig Ford is a great place to buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle.
Back at Pella Christian, Joe Lancello with you. 4th quarter about to get underway. Indians leading Pella Christian 33-30. And the Pella Christian Eagles looking at 4th down and 4 from the Oski 23-yard line. Eagles have made some big offensive plays on 4th down. Let's see if they can come up with a defensive one here. Cole Henry is on the field as a defensive back. He'll be lining up against Jaden Heisman, who is 6'6". Henry at 6'9". So, in case somebody's thinking about trying to lob it up, the Indians rather trying to counter that. Empty backfield, jungling to throw. With time, airing it long to the middle, and the intended receiver was open, and he fell down. Noah Trimer just fell down, and he was wide open. And so the Indians will take over on downs with 11:54 to play in the 4th quarter. Well, to paraphrase a bumper sticker, luck happens. Somebody who was rubbing a horseshoe or a rabbit's foot or a buckeye certainly got their month's worth of luck out of that. Buckeyes are thought to be lucky. This is not an Ohio State plug for any means. Eagles first down as they go from left to right. Pitch around the near side. Gain to the 36-yard line for Casey Hill. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. And what the Indians want to do right now is run down the clock, move the chains, get another score, make it a 2-score game. And the less time Pella Christian would have to deal with that, the better. Van Leuven wide right, 3 receivers left. Hill now coming in motion, near side, fake the jet sweep. Toss on the near side, pass is bobbled, incomplete. It was actually Dykstra who came in motion. The pass came out to Tyler Miller on the far side, and it's incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 7 from the 26. 11:13 to play, 4th quarter. Indians still trying to get the Pella Christian defense thinking. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hill at Cole Henry's left hip. Henry with the snap, steps up, throws, incomplete. Pass was over the middle for Tyler Miller. If he'd been able to hang on to that and get in a stride, he could have been gone. Noah Cooper, the senior safety, was on the coverage. So the Eagles, after the defensive stop, go 3 and out. Now they'll have to punt it away with 11:07 to go in the 4th quarter. And we see a nice big full moon out over Pella. Nick Dykstra to kick it away. His last punt was a dandy, and now we've got a penalty flag down as one of the Indians moved to try to get into the right position. And we haven't seen too many penalties on the Indians tonight. That'll move the ball back to the 21-yard line, setting up 4th and 12. One man deep to receive. Not a full-blown pass or kick rush. Dykstra's kick will be fielded by Fanhart, and he was running toward the near sideline to try to get that under control. He caught it, but his momentum took him out over the edge. So a break for the Indians there, that there is no return. And the punt goes to the 36-yard line of Pella Christian with 11 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. 43 yards on the Nick Dykstra punt with no return. And that's probably the most important thing about his last couple of punts. No return. Especially after the man who's back there, Kyle Fanhart, has returned a kickoff for a touchdown in this game already. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Jungling under the gun. Handoff for Treimer. Breaks past one man, breaks another tackle, and still on his feet to the 35, to the 30, and finally hauled down near the 25-yard line. Noah Treimer is a hard man to bring down at 5'11", 187 pounds. A good burst of speed. Couple Indians had a chance, but they weren't able to stop him. But fortunately, they were able to hold him up. And the play goes to the Oskaloosa 27-yard line. 37 yards on the play. And a Pella Christian first down. Jungling rolling to his right. Throwing downfield, has a man open. It is caught for a touchdown. Kean Cadwell caught the ball and fell down into the end zone. And Pella Christian retake the lead with 10:43 to play in the fourth quarter. A two-play, 64-yard drive that took 17 seconds. 36-33 in favor of Pella Christian, as we've had our third lead change. DeBryan's extra point is up and away and good. $37 for Pella Christian, 33 for Oskaloosa. The kickoff in a minute on the No Coast Network.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
Pella Christian striking quickly. A two-play, 64-yard drive, a 37-yard run by Treimer, and then a 27-yard pass from Daniel Jungling to Kean Cadwell. And Pella Christian back in the lead at 37-33 as Nathan DeBryan to kick it off. Squib kickoff, bobble to the 25-yard line, picked up to the 25, and then again to the 27-yard line by Wyatt Creer. The Eagles will take it over with 10:38 to play. Trailing by 4. Once again, the Eagles' home opener a week from tonight. Washington comes to the Lacey Recreation Complex for a 7:30 game. We'll have it for you here on the No Coast Network with coverage at 7:15. And don't forget, following the game, we've got scores and more for you as we keep up what's going on around the area on opening night. One receiver left, two to the right, two in the backfield. Hill with the carry, and he is hit right away in the backfield. Josh Atkinson on the tackle, and Casey Hill has been pretty much held in check the second half of this game. That'll be marked as a loss of 1 on the play, or make it 2 to the ball on the 26-yard line. Second down and a dozen for Oskaloosa. Empty backfield, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Cole Henry out of the pistol. Looking left. Looking, throwing over the middle. Pass caught, 40-yard line, first down. And going to about the 44-yard line. And the catch made by Nick Dykstra. And Dykstra was a little bit slow to get up, so he'll come off the field for one play after a gain of 17. Big catch, big first down. 9:45 to go, clock running, fourth quarter. Indians down 37-33. Both teams 2 timeouts remaining. Play clock at 5. Henry to throw, steps up, throws way long. Tyler Miller might have been the closest to the ball. He couldn't quite get away from the attentions of his defender. And we've got a holding penalty called against the Indians. Not good timing. And this will go back to the 32-yard line of the Indians. So we're looking at first and blackjack, first and 21. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Henry operating out of the pistol with an empty backfield. Quick out to the near side, caught by Tyler Miller, breaks a tackle, 35-40, takes a hit, 45, still on his feet, 50-yard line, into Pella Christian territory and down about the 43-yard line. Tyler Miller showing his electric speed and also his ability to take a hit and keep going. As he goes for a first down into Pella Christian territory at the Eagle 44. 24-yard gain. Again, empty backfield, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Miller is the slot on this near side. Schultz, the receiver, wide as Eagles go left to right. Henry looking, throwing downfield near side, just over the reach of Schultz, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 with 9:01 to go in the fourth quarter. Pella Christian 37, Oskaloosa 33. We've had 4 lead changes in this game. We've had a kickoff return for a touchdown. We've had an interception return for a touchdown. We have seen some outstanding 4th down plays by the Oskaloosa offense. Second and 10 at the PC 44. Henry to throw, airs it out far sideline and just out of the reach of Isaac Schultz. That'll make it 3rd and 10. Was well covered on that far sideline by Bryant Agri. Indians again work with an empty backfield. Hill and Miller are both on a slot to the left side with Schultz wide to that side. Van Leuven and Dykstra on the near side. And we've got whistles and penalty flags. Or check that, we have a timeout by Oski. That is their second. They've got 1 remaining. 8:55 to go in the ball game. Pella Christian 37, Oskaloosa 33. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network. Well, we're still here. They apparently did not take a timeout. The official had signaled that. Indians still at the Pella Christian 44-yard line. 3rd and 10. 2 receivers wide either side. Henry with time out of the gun. Pressure coming. Henry throwing and incomplete. Had pressure from a couple of guys. Was looking for Tyler Miller. The pass was incomplete. Coverage by Kyle Feinhardt on this near side. That brings up 4th down. And we've got whistles all over the place, and I'm not sure why. Indians will have to punt it away with 8:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Nick Dykstra back to punt. He'll stand at his own 41-yard line. Pella Christian don't seem convinced that the Indians are going to punt it. They don't have anyone back to receive. They're just in their normal defense. Snap is there. Kick away. And since there's nobody there, the kick is going to land about 5 yards deep in the end zone. 44-yard kick, 24-yard field position. Pella Christian take over at their own 20-yard line with 8:38 to go. Quarter number 4, and Pella Christian with a 37-33 lead. Whatever the outcome, you got to say it's a tremendous test for both teams. This first game of the season has. Nobody started off with an easy one here. Jungling in the shotgun. Trimer the setback. 3 receivers wide left, 1 to the right as Pella Christian go from right to left. Gifford trying and broke a tackle. Got across the 30-yard line to about the 32. And a first down. Trimer with a pickup of 20. Had a 37-yard run earlier this quarter. That set up the go-ahead touchdown for Pella Christian. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Jungling from the gun. The snap is behind him. He had a fall on it. Boy, with so many snaps, just about every snap in this game has been from the shotgun. It's interesting that we've gone this far into the game. That's the worst one of the day. It loses 5 yards. And sets up third and check that, second down and 15 for Pella Christian. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Jungling gives for Trimer over the right side. Still on his feet, even with a couple of Indians taking those along with him, and he'll carry to the 40-yard line. Noah Trimer, 5'11", 187 yards. He ran for 1,466 yards last year. And he picked up a dozen on that play. 3rd and 3 for Pella Christian. 7:07 to go in the ball game. Clock running. Pella Christian holding on to a 37-33 lead. Jungling from the pistol. Will have to Trimer around the right side. And a first down to the 45-yard line. He was brought down by Coy Snakenberg, the free safety. All right, this Pella Christian team ranked number 6 in the state of the preseason rankings. And they're going to be another handful again this year. Trimer runs for 6 and a first down. From the Eagles 45. Jungling from the snap will carry it himself. Went left, cuts up the middle across center field to the Oskaloosa 48. Cody Gunn, a linebacker, in on the stop. Gain of 7, second down and 3. And the clock keep running for Pella Christian. 6:15 to go in the ball game. 2 receivers right, wing on the right side, 1 receiver left. Jungling will hand it off. And a short, almost no gain for Moises Carballo. Is, in fact, no gain on the play. That makes it 3rd and 3. 5:42 to go on the clock running. Carballo stays in the ball game. As the back, he'll take it again. Breaks a tackle, gets a first down across the 45-yard line. Carballo, 5'4", and 165 pounds. And he's just all toughness and muscle there. Gain of 5 and a Pella Christian first down. That's a nice change-up back to have. Somebody who can just go in there and be tough when you need to be tough. 5:22 to play, clock running. 1st and 10, Pella Christian. Jungling, rolling right, throwing downfield. Pass is caught. And Nathan DeBryan with the catch. And he'll be hit short of the first down. Near the 35-yard line. And they'll set it at the 20. Check the 34-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 1 after a gain of 9. 4:50 to play on the clock running. Pella Christian leading 37-33. Looking for a score that would seal the win and take most of the clock away from Oski. Again for Trimer, who's back in the ball game. Around the left side, breaks around the corner, 20. He will go. Touchdown. Noah Trimer with a 34-yard run with 4:30 to play. And that increases the Pella Christian lead to 43-33 with the extra point to come. $80-yard drive in 9 plays. Took 4:08 off the clock. And the kick by DeBryan is up and away, and it's good. 4:30 to play in regulation, and the Indians need 2 scores. Pella Christian 44, Oskaloosa 33. The kickoff in a minute on the No Coast Network.
This is the Pepsi for serious fans. And serious eats. Oh yeah, like Carolina pulled pork, carnitas, or Alberto's al pastor. Nice, Beto. This is the Pepsi for Sundays at the ballpark and days off at your favorite joint. Right, Aaron?
Best slice in New York.
Whatever you're craving, this is the Pepsi for you.
Layton State Bank understands that everyone's financial needs and goals are different. That's why it's essential for you to bank with a local bank that knows you personally and professionally. Layton State Bank is that bank. They understand your financial situation and work diligently to help you reach your financial goals. They're committed to working with you and for you every step of the way. Layton State Bank, serving you from Layton, Pella, and Monroe. Grow strong with us, member FDIC.
Pella Christian driving 80 yards in 9 plays, taking 4:08. And now with 4 minutes and 30 seconds of play in the 4th quarter, Pella Christian's lead is 44-33, so the Indians are going to have to score 2 touchdowns. There was a penalty on the play. On the extra point, it's against Oskaloosa, so the ball is going to be kicked off from Oski's 45-yard line. So DeBryan is, this one he will line up and kick deep and kick it deep into the end zone. That was a case of not being much risk there. Indians to start 1st and 10 at their own 20. They are going to have to score twice. Pella Christian with 2 touchdowns in this 4th quarter. Jungling a 27-yard pass to Kean Cadwell to take the lead 37-33. And then Trimer just running for his 2nd touchdown of the day. He'd scored his other touchdown on an interception in the 1st quarter. And it's an 11-point lead for Pella Christian. 2 receivers wide to either side, but tighter to the line of scrimmage than they usually are. Henry out of the pistol to throw. Pass caught by Hill. 20-yard line, 25, brought down near the 28. Tackle made by safety Tanner Randall. Pickup of 9, 2nd and 1. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Ball in the near hash, Indians go left or wide. Henry throws, caught by Tyler Miller, first down to the 34-yard line. The hurry-up offense, nothing really difficult for the Indians, so they've been doing it all day. From the 35, 1st and 10. Henry to throw, good protection. Throwing over the middle, pass over the head of the intended receiver, Nick Dykstra. That'll set up 2nd and 10 with 3:49 to play in the 4th quarter. Cole Henry was sacked a couple of times in the first half. Hasn't really been bothered too much by the pass rush since. 2 receivers wide to either side. Casey Hill will line up at Cole Henry's right hip. Henry to throw. Looking, under pressure, hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Tyler Miller, and diving try by Nathan DeBruin to try to intercept that ball. Pass is incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 with 3:43 to play. And we're at the point of the ball game. I would think that if the Indians don't make it on 3rd down, they'd have to go for it on 4th. But let's see what happens here first. Henry to throw. Looking over the middle, overthrown, incomplete. Nick Dykstra, the intended receiver. That'll make it 4th and 10 with 3:38 to play. Fourth and 10 for Oski, trailing 44-33. Indians are going to go for it. As they look over to the far sideline to see what the play is going to be. 2 receivers wide to either side. Henry from the pistol. Cole looking right, Cole looking. Cole throws over the middle, and it's incomplete again. Pass was beyond Tyler Miller, and Pella Christian will take over at the Oski 35-yard line with 3:32 to play and an 11-point lead, 44-33. And now it's time for the Oski defense to come up with a turnover. They haven't had one yet tonight. And Pella Christian in great field position again at the Oskaloosa 35. Jungling out of the gun. He'll roll to his right. He'll keep the football 35, 30-yard line. Broke a tackle, 25, 20, spinning away. Spinning, he's been hit a few times, spun away and kept going inside the 10-yard line. Daniel Jungling, the junior, has proving himself to be a worthy successor to the quarterback position. Gain of 25 to the 10-yard line will be 1st and goal for Pella Christian with 3:12 to play. Pella Christian looking to crazy glue the door shut. Give for Caballo over the left side across the 5, stop to the 4, maybe the 3. Second and goal for Pella Christian. 2:39 to play, clock running. Gain of 6 to the 4-yard line. Pella Christian no huddle, but not in a big hurry. Caballo again on the handoff, Bullen straight ahead. And is stopped for little gain, if any. Tyson Brooklander among those applying the hit for the Indians. Loss of a yard will make it 3rd and goal from the 5. Pella Christian up 44-33 with 1:51 to play. 2 receivers left, one to the right. A wing on the left side. Caballo again on the carry over the left side and bulling his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pella Christian. Caraballo's touchdown will seal the deal. It's 50-33 with 1:37 to play. Four-play, 35-yard drive, taking 1:55. And Pella Christian showing that they are again going to be a force to be reckoned with in Class 1A. They got to the semifinals last year. DeBryan on to kick the extra point. And a couple guys on the Pella Christian front weren't paying attention. Now they hustle their way onto the field, so they've got 11. Lawson Bruxford to hold. Snap is there. Kick is up and away and good. 1:37 to play. Pella Christian 51, Oskaloosa 33. We'll have the kickoff in 1 minute on the No Coast Network.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Pella Christian has been assessed a 15-yard penalty, so the ball will have to be kicked off from their own 25-yard line. And Nathan DeBryan will tee it up, and we'll see if the Eagles or the Oskaloosa Indians can get some field position out of this. Kickoff is a squib, fielded 38-yard line near hash. Across the 50 to the 25 is Wyatt Creer, and he gets to the 41-yard line of Pella Christian. Wyatt Creer, 5'8", 160-pound junior, with a good return. But there's only 1:28 to play, and the Indians trail by 18 points. See if the Indians can come up with another score here. Make it a little respectable. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Henry rolling to his left and throwing. And the pass is caught by Nick Dykstra. We'll put the ball down. I can tell you where it is. So the 38-yard line, just a gain of 3. Second down, 7. Under a minute to play. Henry from the gun. Looking right. Pass is tipped, incomplete. Cody Boonder, a 5'10", 180-pound sophomore, got a hand on that one. And that'll set up 3rd and 7 with 50 seconds to play. Pella Christian will play at Van Meter next week. Indians will have their home opener against Washington. 7:30 next Friday night from Lacey. Henry gives her Wyatt Creer with his first carry of the evening. And he'll be stopped short of the 30-yard line. Ball's on the 31 after a gain of 7. It'll be 4th and less than a yard, 28 seconds to play. Henry from the gun throws, and a slant incomplete, looking for for Nick Dykstra rather. And so the ball goes over to Pella Christian on downs with 19.5 seconds to play. And the Pella Christian Eagles will have a 51-33 victory on opening night. Reminder, following the game, we'll have scores and more to keep you posted on what else is going on across the area on this opening night of the high school football season in Iowa. Pella Christian, 3 unanswered touchdowns in this 4th quarter with the difference in this game. And we talked about Pella Christian's speed as one of the Craig Ford keys of the game, and that certainly has been a very critical one. Pella Christian may be getting a little organized, trying to get some other fellas out on the field for the offense. And this is a new 11. Keaton Flaherty, a 6'2 freshman, is the quarterback, but Pella Christian taking a 5-yard penalty first for delay of game. So it's 1st and 15. And a handoff to a man who's just kind of run down right away in the backfield. Cody Booner on the carry, but time is running out, and this one belongs to Pella Christian. Our final score, Pella Christian 51 and Oskaloosa 33. We'll take a 3-minute break here, and then we'll wrap things up and get ready to toss it over to scores and more. You're listening to Oskaloosa High School Football on the No Coast Network.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris. If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," we need to talk. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Stop by my office, 1205 A Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent Kelly Style in Oskaloosa today.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
Welcome back to Pella Christian. I'm Joe Lancello. The Pella Christian Eagles defeating the Oskaloosa Indians by a score of 51-33. 4 lead changes in this game. Very entertaining first half, but Pella Christian just kind of put their foot down in the fourth quarter, scoring 3 unanswered touchdowns and getting the victory over Oskaloosa on opening night. The scoring opened with a field goal by Nathan DeBruin of Pella Christian, a 37-yarder. And that gave the Eagles a 3-0 lead. Then on Oskaloosa's ensuing possession, Noah Trimer intercepted a pass and returned it 15 yards for a score to make it 10-0 in favor of the Eagles. Oskaloosa came back on their next possession. Tyler Miller with a 25-yard run. The extra point kick by Cole Henry was good, and that made the score 10-7. But on the ensuing kickoff, Kyle Feinart returned it 96 yards for a score to make it 17-7 after the extra point. And our Craig Ford keys of the game, the key of the game was dealing with Pella Christian speed, and Feinart was someone who certainly exhibited that speed, and you'll see more of that as we go on here with the scoring summary. 17-7 Pella Christian after the first quarter. Oskaloosa got on the board again in the second quarter with Casey Hill scoring on an 8-yard run. The extra point kick was blocked. That made it 17-13. Pella Christian's next drive, 3 plays, 62 yards for a score in 59 seconds. Feinart on a 48-yard run. The extra point was good, 24-13 Pella Christian. Oskaloosa came back on their ensuing possession, driving 65 yards in 10 plays and 3:17 for a score. Cole Henry running on a 9-yard scoring play. The extra point was no good. That made it 24-19. And the final drive of the first quarter, Oskaloosa going for a touchdown. Cole Henry scoring on a 1-yard run on 4th down and goal. The extra point was no good, but the Indians had the lead 25-24 with 3 seconds to play till halftime, and that was the halftime score, 25-24 in favor of Oski. Pella Christian opened the scoring in the third quarter with quarterback Daniel Jungling throwing to Kyle Feinart for a 30-yard touchdown pass. Jungling ran for a 2-point conversion. That gave Pella Christian the lead again at 30-25. The Indians would come back with 1:39 to go in the third quarter, as Cole Henry hooked up with Tyler Miller again on a 6-yard scoring pass. A 2-point conversion pass from Henry to Nick Dykstra was good. That put Oski in front 33-30 with 1:39 to go in the third quarter, and that was the score after 3. But that was also the last time Oski would score in the ball game. In the fourth quarter, Pella Christian, a 2-play, 64-yard drive. The first play was a run by Noah Trimer, 37 yards for a first down. Then it was Jungling connecting with Kean Cadwell on a 27-yard touchdown pass. The extra point good, 37-33 Pella Christian. Then the Eagles would score again after Oskaloosa got a couple of first downs, but could get no further than Pella Christian's 44. And after a punt, the Eagles drive 80 yards in 9 plays, taking 4:08 off the clock. Trimer on a 34-yard run for the score. The extra point made it 44-33. Then after the Indians weren't able to get anything going offensively, and Pella Christian taking over in Oski territory at the 35-yard line, they drive 35 yards in 4 plays. Moises Carballo running on a 5-yard run for the score. The extra point made it 51-33 the final. On opening night, for the Indians, some offensive numbers for you quickly here unofficially. Cole Henry, 18 of 38 for 184 yards. And 1 touchdown. Henry also running for 2 touchdowns, carrying 7 times for 22 yards. Casey Hill ran for 99 yards in the first half, but he finished the night with 98 yards on 24 carries as Pella Christian's defense just really bottled him up. 6 carries for -1 yard in that second half. Tyler Miller was also 1 for 1 passing for 14 yards. Cole Henry caught that pass. Miller was the leading receiver, 6 catches for 41 yards. Isaac Schultz, 4 catches for 43. Nick Dykstra, the same thing, 4 catches, 43 yards. And Casey Hill, 3 catches for 46 yards. I mentioned Hill running 98 yards on 24 carries. Tyler Miller, 9 carries for 46 yards. Cole Henry, 22 yards on 7 carries and a couple of touchdowns. And Oski's offense, they came through with a couple of big 4th down plays, taking advantage of a penalty on one occasion. But the bottom line is Pella Christian wins the game 51-33. So for Oskaloosa, it's the home opener next week against Washington. Kickoff time at the Lacey Recreation Complex is 7:30. Our coverage on the No Coast Network will get underway at 7:15 next Friday night. We will also have Oskaloosa High Volleyball for you on Tuesday night as the Indians host Grinnell. 7 o'clock the first serve. Our coverage at 6:45 on KMZN, AM and FM in Oskaloosa, and we invite you to join us for that. Thanks very much to Brother Dave back in the studios. Thanks to our television crew here, Titus Lutzring, Jared Buckaloo, and Stephen Goodwin. Thanks to all our sponsors, and thanks to you for listening. We hope you enjoy the broadcast. From Pella, I'm Joe Lancello. The final score once again, Pella Christian 51 and Oskaloosa 33. You have a good night and have a good weekend. We'll talk to you later. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Oskaloosa Indians football action on KMZN.
Brought to you by Craig Ford, Robert Ault Investments, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Mahaska, Lighton State Bank, Pella Printing, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Edward Jones Investments, Mahaska Drug, Hawkeye Real Estate, Fred's Muffler Shop, Kelly Style Insurance, Quincy Place Mall, Malcolm Lumber, Clow Valve Company, Bank Iowa, and the Rock Island Tap.
This has been a presentation of the No Coast Network.